And now we get to the big story, the Kwesi Nyantakyi story, about what is happening. So we know the story, and I'm really wondering how this is going to happen. I mean, I have to declare my bias when I'm come to treat this story. In this particular story, I support Kwesi Nyantakyi. I've said that 100 million times. So my bias is already established. Kwesi Nyantakyi is my man. I support him. I think it's great for Ghana football. I mean, right now, we look at Ghana football, nobody can tell me that Kwesi Nyantakyi did not do great for Ghana football. You could have said that 4 years ago. You could have said that when that last story broke, but you cannot say that now, given what we have seen. He's been the best FA president that we've had since Ohini Jan, and nothing can change that. Hopefully, we get a better one. But if we have to get a better one, we still think that we still need Kwesi Nyantakyi's input in our football going forward so that we can get to the promised land where he had started. So for that reason, I am Kwesi Nyantakyi biased. Now let's get to the story. So Anas Aremiya Anas published a video. I went to see it, called Number 12 at the conference center. In the video, Kwesi Nyantakyi is seen in a room and is talking about sponsoring something. And then the conversation goes into politics, where Kwesi Nyantakyi is talking about if they want to do business in Ghana, etc., etc. We are now finding out that the Charles Edouboahin video that we saw, that unfortunately had Charles to exit government, was the same. The actors in that video, in terms of those who are acting, the actors, yes, are the same actors in the Kwesi Nyantakyi. That the hotel of the Charles Edouboahin video is the same hotel as the Kwesi Nyantakyi one, and both events were recorded about the same time in 2018. So with this kind of information, we can draw our conclusions better than we could have done in 2020 when the story broke, or was it 21 when the story broke? So that's what we know now. The sheikh who was interviewing Kwesi Nyantakyi and giving him money is the same sheikh that was interviewing Charles Edouboahin. Okay, all right. Now, the story about Kwesi Nyantakyi is that the whole story, after we have heard from all the angles, and I took a big interest in this story. You remember, I went to see Kwesi's wife, I interviewed her, and all that. The big matters from the whole story is that, first of all, the most worrying, there was an attempt to extract $150,000 from Kwesi Nyantakyi so that the story will not be shown. We don't know who was behind that, but that's the first worrying part, and that actually happened. The next thing is that Kwesi Nyantakyi had gone to Dubai. The film we saw was not his first time in Dubai. He had gone to Dubai several times. And he had gone to Dubai on the invitation of this same sheikh. And he had gone to Dubai to go and find sponsorship for Ghana football, which is his regular work. That's his full-time work. So he traveled to Dubai in expectation of receiving sponsorship for the local league. And we had been putting a lot of pressure on Kwesi that Ghana football is not about black stars only. It's not like just get us the house Kotoko working. And he had been concerned about it. So he was going to get the sponsorship for the local league so that the local league will pick up. Out of that, we can get our black stars working. He is interested in a local league because he had a club, Wa All Stars. So Wa All Stars will do better as well. So this was his focus. The guy takes a plane and goes to Dubai, and we understand that in the first instance, he meets no one. Then he goes to Dubai again with an African president who was contesting for elections at the time, who is president now. This African president is connected to Kwesi Nyantakyi. So the Dubai people say that bring this African president and then we'll give him money for his campaign. Kwesi Nyantakyi flies in with the African president to the same Dubai hotel. No show. Nobody comes up. So he goes back, apologizes to the guy who is campaigning. He's president now. And then they get away with it. And then another call comes. So Kwesi Nyantakyi's guy, the Regional Football Association chairman in Tamale, the main guy, Abu, I think is his name. He had introduced him to me at Alisa Hotel some time back. We were watching football. And he was telling me that Paulus, Abu is my man, and something like that. I remember that. So when his wife was telling me Abu, I thought I knew who he was. Nice guy. So Abu had then met Swale. We're finding out about Swale. May he rest in peace, unfortunately. And Swale had introduced, Abu had introduced Swale to Kwesi. And then they had gone to Dubai. So Kwesi knows Swale, and they all went to Dubai for this process. Then the sheikh, according to Kwesi's side of the story, which I'm sure the court now has, the sheikh says to Kwesi that how much money have you spent on coming here and going back so far? Kwesi mentions some figure. And then the sheikh throws the money at him. That this is for your transport. According to the story from Kwesi's side, that's what it is. And then he takes the money. Then they continue the conversation. He comes to Ghana, tries to reach them again. Bang, bang. The phone doesn't go through. Email, boom, closed. Everything, bang. Then somebody comes to him and says, were you in Dubai last year? Something. He said, oh yeah, I was. The sheikh, do you know him? He said, hey, they filmed you. It was an ass. So when they were giving you the money, they filmed you. Charlie, you are in serious trouble. If you see the video, Kwesi, why did you do that? He said, what did I do? The guy, the straight guy, he says I should say, hey, this one don't talk. If they play this video, Kwesi, you are finished. Hey, this one don't talk. The guy said they want 150. So I beg you, wherever you find it, this one there. So apparently he pays the 150. The 150 goes back and comes back, and it comes on one leg and it's coming on one hand and all that story. I'm not competent to stand here to say that story, the backstory, but there's something like that. So he's waiting for his doomsday. That's what Kwesi Nyantakyi was reduced to. He was waiting for his doomsday. A video is going to be shown and it's going to doom him out. He was just waiting for that. So he starts talking to people, senior people in society, senior religious leaders. He goes to them, tells them, I've done nothing wrong. This is what happened. And they say they are going to show this video. Everybody tries to reach everybody reaching the people and all that. He was just waiting for doomsday. Doomsday comes. We see the video. People are excited. Pressure is put on governments to get the GFA to get him out. People are interested and excited about that. Yes, they want Kwesi out. He should go. Because so that they can come. Something like that. So that happens. FIFA this, FIFA that. Years down the line, we watch the Charles Eduboahin video. And after the Charles Eduboahin video, the sentiments of people walking out of the conference center was anger. What is this? What is this? Yes. So a judge says, I am going to deal with this case, comma for comma, full stop to full stop. Cross the T's, dot the I's, everything must be sorted out because we need to have a standard in this country. That judge is now saying to Anas, you have to take off your face. Now, to the story. The president of the Ghana Football Association, Kwesi Nyantakyi, sued undercover investigative journalist Anas in 2018 on grounds that Anas' secret recording of their conversations, as well as publishing same, violate his Nyantakyi's fundamental human rights to privacy and confidentiality in his dealings with others. When it came to matters of testimony, Anas prayed the court to allow him to testify in a disguise for the purpose of security. However, lawyers for Kwesi Nyantakyi argued that the basis of natural justice was to give an accused person to face his accuser. Also, Mr. Nyantakyi has to be sure that the person who is going to give testimony in court is the same person who dealt with Mr. Nyantakyi in the supposed football expose. The court, in its ruling, noted that it is in the interest of justice that where the liberty of a citizen is at stake, that such a person is given the needed facilities to defend themselves. It noted that Anas is a principal witness in the determination of the case. His identity, it pointed out, becomes crucial to allow the accused to identify him and to be able to defend himself. The court said Anas has been seen in public addressing the media while wearing his bead mask, and this shows that he was comfortable appearing in public while disguising himself. The court therefore issued the following orders on how the case should proceed. Investigative journalist Anas will testify against former GFA President Kwesi Nyantakyi in open court but disguised in a mask. Mr. Nyantakyi will, however, have the opportunity to see his face in chambers before such testimony. That's the end of the matter. So we'll keep our eyes on that matter and see how it goes at 12 minutes past.